in the minutes of the conference where it is being discussed.
Did you bring up all these points?
And yes,
Oh.
but there's no recording. No recording, no reporting. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
It's the same thing with the single audit. How do you feel about that single audit? Are you comfortable with that single audit?
No, but I think we give the people the proper time to correct that audit. That's the point of the audit. The audit is, every audit, there's usually some sort of finding. And you tell your department to take that finding, look at it, and fix it. And that's what we've asked them to do, is fix it, and we're going to get a chance to vote on it. If you're uncomfortable with the fixes that they're recommending, and that the auditor agreed to, and that are...
They've submitted them already.
I know, but if you have a problem with that, you're going to get a chance to vote on it. And if you want them to do more, we can do more. But there's a thing that we can turn around, there's a process to follow. I'm not comfortable with that, no I'm not.
Thank you.
I'd rather have a clean audit, and there's a bunch of audits that I've seen when I first got on, when we started doing budgets. The worst of clean audits is no problems in it at all. This is one that has an item.
Yeah,
And we're gonna fix those items, and that's the process. You know what, there's sometimes things happen to it when you're dealing with a government, but there's nothing intentional. We have very good people in these departments. We've had multiple changes in these departments with people retiring and things like that, so some things might pop up, but we're gonna fix them.
Yeah, Director, I think it's a reporting mechanism, and once again, like I had expressed to you many times, and I'll express it again to you tonight, there's no communication. There truly isn't any communication, and we're voting on these kinds of things. And when you go back to the back of this audit, it tells you who's in office and who's approving it. And you know, you're not concerned about these kinds
I'm
of things?
concerned with everyone, but any question that I had about the audit, I had a conversation when the audit came before the board. And I have no problem with picking up the phone when I receive that audit and call the people and ask those questions and not having to do it in a public forum.
But we haven't gotten the single audit. So how can we look at it and reach out to those departments that might have been written up in this audit, and then you're going to bring it to us, you tell me next Wednesday, after the fact that the corrective action has already been submitted electronically to the state. So it's always like after the fact.
So you're upset that the professional staff took the initiative to correct an audit that they received and then report back to us what the issue was and what they did as a corrective action?
No, Chris, that's not what I'm upset about.
But
I'm upset that we don't even know about these glaring issues in the report. Do you know what they are?
Ed, do you want to just...
I will know when they're ready to issue that to me.
Just explain.
No, it's...
No.
Let Mary Ann, or Freeholder Ryan, I'm sorry.
And the other area, when I talk about oversight, it's, and Bruce and I discussed this, and I brought it up at the last meeting again, that we had to, the state rescinded over $169,000 from the WIP. Now, can you explain that to me?
Actually, I got a letter, I think, the other day, and it got lost. Paul had it, and I'll be honest with you, with my schedule, I haven't got a chance to open it up. Paul, would you be able to explain it better than I would? I do. It's in my email, and I haven't got a chance to open it up.
I'll address what I can with that. Those are several items that, if you recall last year when we accepted the fund, Kelly at the WIP had recommended to us that there was a limited number of users of those funds. Joe at that time had asked us to try to take as many funds as we could and use them, and we knew that they were going to be difficult to use, to find all the users. People who did need those services were serviced by the one-stop, so we didn't turn people away necessarily. We weren't able to spend all the money because we couldn't find them. And there were some very specific kind of qualified users and eligible.
And Kelly made it very clear up front that it will be difficult. The board charged us with just try, even if it's 1, 2, or 3 individuals, try to help them, and that's what we did. And the fact that the money was returned, Kelly said up front that it's very likely that we'll be unable to use the funds, but the direction from the board was if it helps 1, 2, or 3 people, that's good.
Okay, well, the explanation that was received from the state in their letter was that we did not submit in a timely manner the plan, which was due in June, and also showing the allocations of the money that were to be expended by December 31st of this year.
Did I see that?
I don't have it with me, but Bruce has a copy of it.
I don't have it with me.
I don't have it with me either.
That's the explanation that Kelly gave us.
So there could be a plan in the fact that there was no...
So you can understand my frustration, Director. And knowing that the 2012 budget is going to be one of the toughest budgets that you need to craft, and with these kinds of financial, well, I don't know if you call them inefficiencies, deficiencies, I don't know what you would call them, as they're reported. But I can't hear you straight.
I was talking to freeholders.
Director.
Asking everyone to be quiet and give you your form.
Okay, well, I just want you to give me the approval when the other freeholders are speaking that I can
No,
speak to anybody in the room. that I
I've
want
asked
to.
them not to talk for your time. You ask a question, we answer the question. When they speak, no, I don't want to get into this for a 5-hour debate as we go on. We're trying, you've gone on for a while, and I'm giving you your time, I'm not
Thank you.
arguing.
And I appreciate it.
But everyone gets their time. If you open it up and you ask questions, you get answers, I can't control that. But I'm trying to allow you your time. I've never shut anybody down since I've been the director of this freeholder board.
Oh, yes, you did.
Wow.
One of the freeholders was making their comments, and I wanted to commend them on it, and you said you
Okay.
didn't make any
I
comments.
did it once.
All right,
I did it once.
thank you.
Okay, I take that back.
Just a point. Okay. Also, once again, it's Cancer Awareness Month. And it's very, very important for everyone to make those contributions they can, attend the events that they can, get involved in the event. But most importantly, get yourself the exams that you need to get. Get them sooner than later. And by doing this, you can catch, if there is any cancer, you can catch it in a stage where it is curable. Also, October, and again, which the numbers are rising because of the economy, and it's the domestic violence. Just be aware of domestic violence. There's signals out there that people don't even know there is domestic violence going on in someone's life. And if you see those kinds of symptoms, signals, and you're close enough to that person, speak to them and reach out to those agencies that can help these people. Usually it's women and children. There are men, but the majority are women and children. And the economy is a very stressful situation, and usually money creates stressful situations in a good economy, let alone in a dire straits economy. And lastly, and you'll all be happy about this, but the county safety committee, we discussed this, and I don't know if we have it on our website. Jean, I don't want to put you on the spot or put Ralph on the spot, and it's put your students in the safe driver's seat. Okay, maybe we could talk about that and get that on there. It's really a good program. You enter your school in the You Got Brains Champion School Program, and here's the flyer that they send out. And it promotes safe teen driving, and this is Safe Teen Driving Week, I believe. And they could win a driving simulator for the school. So to get the word out to as many of the schools, the high schools, and organizations that teenagers are driving or about to get their license, this would be a good program for them to be involved in. And here's how it works. You develop an idea in your school for a project related to teen driving safety. You submit your project name, 500-word summary, propose project and list of strategies, and implement it along with it by November 30th, 2011. So it's quickly approaching. If your school's project is selected, you will receive a $1,000 stipend to implement it. Selected schools will have several months to implement your project and compete against the schools to win the ultimate prize, a driving simulator for your school. Motor vehicle crashes are the #1 cause of teen injuries and deaths. This is a great opportunity to engage your students in an educational, fun, and interactive competition while addressing an important safety issue. Remember, creativity is a must. We are looking for unique campaigns. And also, there's a code down here that you can do this through your cell phone. So it's pretty unique and pretty IT savvy. And this program is sponsored by the Brain Injury Association of New Jersey and funded by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety. and you can go to www.yougotbrains.com. It's an excellent program, and not only does it save lives, it saves young teens from serious injury. Thank you.
Thank you for your honor. Freeholder O'Donnell.
Thank you, Director. Shouldn't be very long. First, thanks to everyone for coming this evening. And secondly, thanks to our senior staff who look forward to be here this evening. You know, I'm going to go back to something Renee said earlier, but I'm going to reverse it. I, for one, do appreciate the work that you folks do. It is remarkable what you face in terms of tests sometimes on a daily basis, but you folks do a remarkable job. Whether it's administration, finance, the library, solid waste, it is appreciated what you do. There's a lot said tonight, and I'm not going to touch on nearly much of it. But in terms of information, specifically around finance, which is something that I have a particular interest in, I'm afforded every other week. I get a revenue report for the county. I get a complete expenditure report for the county. Then monthly, I get an investment report for the county, as does each member of the board here. It's fairly detailed. Revenue report is 11 pages long, with roughly 25 lines, 20 lines a page, representing each department, each grant, each program that we participate in. Budget report is obviously representative of each line in the county budget. It shows our current budget, what we've expended, what's encumbered into the budget, requisitions pending before finance, our actual availables, and those things paid and charged. Our investment report, in fact, shows every investment that the county has, be it through Fund 10, which is the actual county budget, right on down to our trusts, be they for farmland preservation or some of the grant programs that we receive, our capital and our solid waste. The point I make by saying this is we get pretty detailed information. I don't know the payroll number for employee number 876 in the county, nor do I need to know that. We have a very competent and strong workforce that provides us with the information that we need to make an educated and a well-informed decision and a well-informed vote. So I am once again appreciative for the work that you folks do to make sure that in fact the board is informed. Thank you, Director.
Thank you, sir. Freeholder O'Brien.
I would just like to comment briefly on two items. One concerns our health department and our sheriff's department have together some tips for Halloween that's coming up this weekend, Monday. And I commend both our health department and our sheriff for being aware of what's going on and always taking steps to inform our residents and show our concerns that we care very much about them and we want to keep everyone safe and healthy. Also, Renee Borstad, I have to say you did a phenomenal job in putting together the mortgage foreclosure forum that was recently held in Maple Shade. The pool of speakers that you have available to speak to our residents who are facing foreclosure or in foreclosure, they're just top-notch. They're getting fabulous information. It's a lot of effort on your part. Very, very, very much appreciate what you do. Thank you.
Thank you. The support you give the office is extremely great.
Well, it's very important. Very, very important to your care department. Dean, I want to thank you for sitting through this tonight and answering questions for the office. Thank you for what you do. And Bob, again, thank you.
Thank you.
For being here tonight and addressing all the health concerns of our residents. I want to make mention about the flu clinics that are going on right now. They started back on October 15th. They continue on through. We have dates at least through November 18th. What's very interesting that's being done this year is there's actually a drive-through clinic.